Hi, everybody. Bob George here on this Sunday night, Monday morning. For most of you, you'll be hearing this for the first time on Monday morning, January 12th. Well, happy days are here again. I've been saying that for weeks. I finally got a hold of the song, and I thought I'd make everybody all cheerful. But the Patriots took care of that for me Sunday night at Foxborough as they won their first postseason game since Super Bowl 53. So, another box to check. The Patriots won a playoff game, and they're going to be hosting one next week. So, let's talk about some happy stuff here. Patriots beat the Chargers Sunday night, and that'll be what we talk about today here on this version of the Boston Sports Podcast for Monday, January 12th, 2026. Please join us. Hey everybody, Bob George here at our post-game podcast here as the Patriots won Sunday night at Gillette Stadium in the AFC Wild Card round. 16-3 was your final score over the Los Angeles Chargers. I will probably call them San Diego at least 2 or 3 times during this podcast. But nevertheless, the Patriots, for the first time since Super Bowl 53, won a postseason game. Their last postseason game was in December of 2019 against Mike Vrabel's Tennessee Titans. They lost 20-13 in the final game of Tom Brady's Patriots career. And now, geez, how things have changed. This is a whole new Patriot team. No players around from the previous dynasty. You know, this is not the same dynasty. They've started, if a new dynasty has been started, it's just one playoff win. You can't really call that dynastic. But nonetheless, it is for a lot of otherwise possibly very spoiled Patriot fans who know nothing except lots and lots of playoff games and lots of Super Bowls and lots of Super Bowl championships. Okay, again, I've got the long perspective here. Again, I probably look at the Patriots a lot differently than many of you fans, or if you guys are my age and you remember the Patriots from the 1970s and until, of course, 1976, which was 50 years ago this year, when the Patriots won their got into the playoff. They didn't win the game. They got into the playoffs, the NFL playoffs, that is, for the first time in their history. They were in the AFL playoffs. They played an AFL East championship game against Buffalo and won it in Buffalo. Then went out to San Diego and got hammered in the 63 AFL championship game. Against who? The Chargers. Yep, that's right. So I don't go back that far. I go back about 1971. Roughly, that's kind of the year where I was in junior high and I started really paying attention to the Boston area sports teams. And I began the conversion from being a Giants fan to being a Patriots fan. And so I think I appreciate this win more than maybe some of you. But I'm willing to be contradicted there. I'm willing to say, well, I'm sorry, my bad, I was wrong. If any of you want to drop in a comment and say, hey, wait a minute, Bob, I appreciate this. I mean, it's been 6 years since the Patriots did anything of consequence. In 6 years. 4 years since 4 years since their last playoff game, which was a mauling by the Buffalo Bills with Mac Jones at quarterback. That was their last playoff game. We're talking about this was their last playoff win in 6 years. So anyway, enough of that history now. Let's get on to the game. 16-3 was your final. The game was a rock fight. Okay, if you were expecting, Air Coryell or Air Drake May or whatever, have him, we did have one long run there. Ramondre Stevenson popped off a 48-yard run. I think that was, let me just get my game notes here. That was early on, I think. Yeah, it was in the first quarter. Patriots were at the 2-yard line. That was just after they stopped the Chargers 4 and out after May's interception. They took over at the 2 and drove to the Charger 5, and Andres Borregales kicked a 23-yard field goal. But the first play from scrimmage, right after the goal line stand, was a 48-yard. It was a pass, technically. It was a pass. May hit Ramondre Stevenson on a check down over the middle, and he rumbled 48 yards to midfield, and the Patriots again went on and turned it into a field goal. And it was a field goal game. It was 3-0 Patriots, then it was 3-3, and then 6-3 Patriots, 9-3 Patriots before they scored the one and only touchdown of the game. Now, I opened up my post-game article on patsfans.com with this little tidbit, which I don't know if this was brought up on the NBC broadcast. If it was, fine. If not, I just don't remember. The last time the Patriots won a postseason game, 4 things happened then that also happened Sunday night. Number 1, it was the only touchdown of the game. Number 2, the Patriots scored it. Number 3, it took place in the fourth quarter. And number 4, it was against a team based in Los Angeles. You can go look it up. I mean, Super Bowl 53, fourth quarter. Sony Michel, 2-yard run. Made it 10-3 Patriots. It was 3-3 for the longest time. It was even bigger rock fight than this game was. They rate that Super Bowl low because, it was boring. No scoring. I mean, it was great football. And again, if you like defense. And then finally, Brady hit Rob Gronkowski on his final 2 or 3 passes of his Patriot career. That long one that got them down to the 2. I don't remember how many yards that was, but got them down to the 2. And then the next play, Sony Michel barges in from 2 yards out for the one and only touchdown of the game against the Los Angeles Rams. Okay, so the Rams then, went on to lose the game 13-3. Now here tonight, you had one touchdown, and it was scored by the Patriots, and it was by Hunter Henry, okay, who, again, he was a former Charger, right? He began his career with the Chargers, then jumped over to the Patriots as a free agent, and he loves it here, and, and again, it was against the Los Angeles Chargers, Los Angeles team, and, so that was great. That pass was the one time where Drake May truly looked like Drake May. He really didn't. When he was interviewed by NBC after the game, the Melissa, she's been that sideline reporter for Melissa Stark. That's it. Sorry. Melissa Stark. She said, okay, Drake, you finally won your first playoff game. How do you feel? First thing out of May's mouth, hey, shout out to the defense, man. They did great. And before he, started talking like an auctioneer, and he's got a very rapid speaking pace, or at least during the games he does. I don't know if I know he sat down for a couple interviews, and the further we get in the postseason, you'll hear more from him. But on game day, he tends to talk at auctioneer speed. But I mean, he's just blah, 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 and you can understand him barely. Okay. But you could definitely say the first thing out of his mouth was shout out to the defense. And he was right. But let's go back to this play with Henry. Okay, Henry, of course, has become Drake May's security blankie. And, the tight end oftentimes is. Okay, Tom Brady, who was his security blankie for much of the later part of his career? Yeah, Rob Gronkowski. Who else? Well, Julian Edelman, yeah. But, the tight end, if the tight end is, of outstanding quality, he's just such a tremendous offensive weapon for any team. So anyway, let's get my notes up here so I can. It was in the fourth quarter, like we said. Okay, Patriots had the ball at their own 20. It was after a punt by the Chargers. We're just starting the fourth quarter. Patriots on their first drive of the fourth quarter. Okay. Oh, God. Jack Westover got a pass. I don't think that was his first catch of the year, but you don't hear his name called very often. He plays in the same spot that James Devlin used to play in. Okay, then a 16-yard pass to Keyshawn Boutte, and then next thing you know, they're down. Stevenson had a 13-yard run to get him down to the 28. Okay, first and 10 at the 28 of Los Angeles. Okay, so May drops back. I think there was Travion Henderson picked up a would-be rusher up the middle, giving May about 3 or 4 more seconds to set, throw. And it was pointed out by Chris Collinsworth on the broadcast. I don't remember who was rushing, but Henderson had a key block there up the middle, which I promise you Mike Vrabel will mention in film study this week. He will look at that play and say, make with this Vince Lombardi, hey, great block, Travion, great block, all right. Just like he said for Jerry Kramer on the immortal 1-yard plunge by Bart Starr to win the NFL championship in 1967. But he'll say much the same thing when he sees that play, if he didn't see it live. Okay, so May had time to set and throw, and he drops a dime in there to Hunter Henry at the pylon. Now, he had to make a leaping catch, but guess who was right behind him in futile pursuit? Derwin James. James is who he is. All-pro, and probably, I still think the main dude on the Charger defense is Khalil Mack. Okay, he's been around probably longer than James. But Derwin James, again, he is who he is. And Henry beat him, got behind him, had to leap a little bit for the ball, but that's fine. I think May overthrew, and he overthrew Austin Hooper in the end zone later on in the fourth quarter. May was a little, as Pete Carroll would say, pumped and jacked for this game, but still decisive win, and this was the play that kind of iced it. So he laid it right in there. Henry caught the ball, got inside the pylon, and touchdown. 16-3, and that was your final. Okay. I think that just that kind of game, one play, if you're the team that makes that one play, generally speaking, you win the game. And you never know when that one play is coming up, especially in a tough defensive struggle. My goodness. For much of the game, especially the first half, Drake May, his halftime passer rating was in the 30s. I looked it up. It was 34-something. His numbers at the half were atrocious. But the Patriots were winning 6-3. And again, as May pointed out, put it on the defense. The defense tonight, or last night, just was probably their best game of the year. Now, I know they held other teams to low score, but again, it's one thing to hold the Jets to 10 points. You held the Los Angeles Chargers to 3 points. Okay, defense, bravo. You held the Chargers to 3 points. Okay? Now, somebody got the game plan nailed. Okay? I mean, they're still operating without their defensive coordinator, Terrell Jennings. He's still not there. Okay? He's still not there, and they're still... To come up with an effort like that against, Justin Herbert. Now, you all know he's no schmuck. Okay? Of all the quarterbacks the Patriots have faced this year, he's got a similar skill set to Josh Allen, similar skill set to Drake May. Okay? Now, it would be nice that if the Patriots later on do have to face the Buffalo Bills, and that could happen in the AFC Championship game. Oh, Lord. We're going to be popping a lot of heartburn pills if that comes up. Can you imagine that? I mean, the Patriots, if they can play that well against Justin Herbert, then if Josh Allen again comes to Foxborough and we have to play them, they have to at least equal, if not exceed, their defensive effort tonight against who has to be right now the most dangerous player in the NFL, Josh Allen. But let's table that for number one, if it happens, and number two, when it's the appropriate time to talk about it. But again, what the Patriots did to Justin Herbert. Now, again, he is now 0-3 all-time in the postseason. So he doesn't have the postseason pedigree of some other quarterbacks that the Patriots may run into in the postseason. Well, if you think about it, the most experienced quarterback the Patriots could face is Aaron Rodgers of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who was not their home dogs Monday night against Houston. They're home dogs, and Houston is expected to win that game in what may possibly be the final game of Aaron Rodgers' Hall of Fame career. But if the Patriots can just do that if they can bottle what happened against Justin Herbert. All right, who's left? Okay, you got Josh Allen. Well, they know him well. So let's set him over here. Bo Nix. Patriots have never faced Bo Nix. Okay, that's Denver. C.J. Stroud. Okay, well, another Ohio State dude. I mean, I don't think Travion Henderson will be much help, and Mike Vrabel, I don't think was an assistant coach at Columbus when Stroud was there. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But, and then Aaron Rodgers, and then that's that it. Okay, there's 5 teams left as of right this second. Now, again, Monday night will be the final game. There's only one more game to go. It's Monday night game on ESPN, Monday Night Football for one more. Usually Monday Night Football's done, but the NFL decided to put in one more Monday night game for the playoffs. It'll be Pittsburgh and Houston at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. That'll be Monday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 Pacific. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman on the call. And again, I like Houston to win, and I like Houston to play the Patriots next weekend. Now, whether or not the Patriots can win that game, we'll talk about that on another day. But tonight, or last night, this win over the Chargers should really excite you Patriots fans. Because, again, they dominated the Chargers and just waited until they had their chances to score, and then he took advantage of them. What got us was 3 of 3 field goals. And again, Vrabel will preach ball security because, again, May had the 2 turnovers, and he'll hear about it. And he should. And May will learn from it. But, I mean, like I also mentioned in my article, Tom Brady's first ever playoff game, his passer rating was 70. May's tonight was 86.6, or Sunday night. May's was 86.6. Brady's in his first postseason game was 70.6, I think. Yeah. Now, of course, that game was in a hellish blizzard. I mean, the game was, the Snow Bowl, the last game in the history of old Schaefer Foxborough Stadium. Okay, and then Brady played in the Super Bowl. I can't count the Pittsburgh game, the AFC Championship, because most of that game Drew Bledsoe played. But in the Super Bowl against the Rams, Brady's passer rating was 86.2, 0.4 of a point less than Drake May Sunday night. Make of that what you will, but it's just something to think about. Okay, now we're not going to get stupid here. As far as, comparatively speaking, nice opening act for Drake May. 86.6 is not bad for your first postseason game against a team with a tough defense. Again, it would have been great, if he didn't have the interception. But and again, he also got strip sacked. Ball security. Vrabel will say something. Because if they have to play Houston next week, if Pittsburgh will be a rematch. I think if Pittsburgh win, but see, they won't face Pittsburgh. If Pittsburgh wins, they go to Denver and Buffalo comes here. And then we got to stress out over Josh Allen next week instead of possibly in 2 weeks, where, Buffalo could go in there and beat Denver. It's just maybe they can handle Denver better than the Patriots can. So anyway, I don't think there's any other specific points that need to be brought up. No, just injuries. Christian Gonzalez was hurt late in the game. Came out. He may be in concussion protocol. I don't know. He broke up that 4th down pass and had to come out of the game. He took quite a shot in the helmet. So hopefully he'll be all right. But he's likely headed for concussion protocol. I don't recall any other serious injuries that the Patriots sustained. So they should be loaded for bear going into next weekend, whoever it is they face. So my Wednesday article on PatsFans.com, I'll probably talk more about that matchup between the unknown opponent. I predict it'll be Houston. I predict Houston will win Monday night, and that it will be an interesting battle. Again, it'll probably be another rock fight. But the Patriots, they showed, well, hey, they can win this rock fight. They'll have a mobile quarterback to deal with, but Herbert was a mobile quarterback, so now they get C.J. Stroud. It'll be interesting. But at least the Patriots will play one more weekend at least. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Hope you enjoyed the game. it certainly was great. If you're a Patriot fan, we all feel terrific right now. As the song said in the beginning, happy days are here again. All right, so that's about it. Patriots on to the divisionals. And it looks like they may play the second game on Sunday. NBC showed something at the end of the game, but once we know who the opponent is, then we'll get definite information on what day, what time, and who will broadcast the game. Okay? All right, so that's it. Patriots 16, Chargers 3. Patriots move on to the next round. All right, don't forget to click our subscribe button and subscribe to our podcast. And if you have any comments you'd like to add, please add them. And hope you enjoyed the game. And the Patriots are back. They're in the playoffs, and they're moving on. And I don't know who else can say anything disparaging about the Patriots and their quote-unquote easy schedule this year. They're now 15-3. That's good enough for me. All right, everybody, take care. Have a wonderful week, and have fun. And next weekend will be here before you know it. All right, take care. For all of us here at the podcast, this is Bob George saying goodbye, everybody.